Now, raise your hand if you are tired of hearing me talk about OneNote. Well, earlier this week I had a post about OneNote and I came across this note from someone. They said, run our firm off of OneNote. Great for small firms to track everything. Now, some of you may be asking, okay, well, what does this mean? We run our law firm on OneNote. Well, I'm going to show you. So now here I have a sample OneNote law firm file. And see, this is my sample Boss Lady Law Firm LLC file. And so here are some of the sections. These are just sample sections, but you can have any kind of sections in your firm OneNote notebook. And so you want to have a firm administration. You can have all your accounts payables files there. I can expand the file if I want to, or I can retract any one of these sections, my accounts receivables, attorney bar information, your e-filing information, your passwords, whatever it may be that you have. Then I can have my case files separated by civil case files. I can have my criminal case files, family law, bankruptcy, business case files. And so I can look at this particular sample civil case file. Okay, so now these are all of the sections in this file. Pleadings can be broken down by plaintiff's complaint, defendant's answer. You can have all of your discovery sections, responses, the discovery that's propounded, your deposition notices, and then I can retract this so that if I don't want to see the entire file expanded, I can retract it. And then I also have my deposition notebook here. And remember, you can go to the video that I did where I showed how to set up your deposition OneNote deposition notebook, and here is the index for this notebook. And so I can go through this notebook. I can go specifically to each tab of this notebook. So this would have the calendar information for the deposition setting. If I want to go back out here, I can view this in a way that will snap the page so that I can see the whole thing. I can look at the deposition notice if I want to. And there straight away is my deposition notice. I can go straight to my notes that I may have. And so these may be my cross-examination notes for that deposition. And so then you can see all of my preparation for the deposition. I have my notes. And so if you want to transcribe a quick note to your claims adjuster, this is a quick note that I transcribed on the way back while some of those details were fresh in my memory here. So I can replay. In addition, we were able to secure testimony from Officer Harrison establishing that the plaintiff was required to mitigate her own damages by stopping at the stop sign before proceeding into the intersection. Even more so because your insured's right-of-way was not impeded or otherwise governed by any traffic lights or stop sign. And so I'm going to go ahead and stop this now. So now what you can see is that I actually transcribed that note. So I recorded the audio here, and as I was saying the audio of this note, the dictation feature of OneNote dictated or typed out these words here that you can see here. Now, this is just a sample notebook, but I can redo this just to show you how the feature works, the dictation feature works. So, all right, so all you have to do is just turn on this dictate button here, and I can start by saying, today I had an opportunity to take the deposition of the police officer, Officer Daryl Harrison, who reported to the scene of the accident that was made the basis of the lawsuit born out of the claim against your insured Mario Ramirez. Period. And the dictation stops there at the end. Then I can also, if I want to, again, just to show you very quickly, I can record the audio as well. I can really do it at the same time. I've done it at the same time before, where I record the audio and the dictation at the same time. But here, again, I'm going to just come down a line and start to record that audio. So again, today I had the opportunity to take the deposition of the police officer, Officer Daryl Harrison, period. And then I can stop that recording. And then I can play the record, that audio. So again, today I had the opportunity to take the deposition of the police officer, Officer Daryl Harrison, period. All right, well, that wasn't a great recording, but anyway. So then what I also want to show you is how I am looking at this notebook right now on my desktop version of OneNote. But now what I am going to do is I am going to switch over now to my cell phone and just record so that you can see that I can have access to this notebook on all of my devices, and everything syncs immediately. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to show you the notebook that I was just working in. So that was the deposition notebook I was just working in. And so as you can see here now, all of that information that I just dictated, the second part right here, and the audio right here are already available on my notepad, okay? Now also right down here is my cell phone, okay? So I can also access this notebook, if I can find this notebook, on my cell phone. So this is the deposition. So I'm going to open up my deposition notebook that I just dictated that information on, and I'm going to go down to tab 8, which is where that note is. Okay, so now you can see all of my notes here. So I was working in this particular tab, I believe. Now I'm going to try to see if I can minimize it just a little bit so that you can see everything. Now this is on my cell phone here. So I'm going to go to the note that I was just working in. Now this is the new dictation that I just did right here. This was the earlier dictation that I already had on here with my note, where I had just a little diagram that I drew from that deposition just as a note. As a matter of fact, this is the actual diagram that I had the police officer to draw at the time of the deposition, so that if I wanted to, I could use that maybe at the time of trial to replay or to refresh the witnesses' memory about their prior testimony. But as you can see here, I can just play that prior and then I can just start recording the audio. In addition, we were able to secure testimony from Officer Harrison. So as you can see, all of these notebooks are available on all of my different devices. So on my cell phone, on my notepad right here. So this is very handy during this time when we have to be remote. So you will have access to your entire law firm. I'm going to go back and show you. Here is the law firm notebook. So all of your files, all of your client files are available right here on your notepad. Any type of information that you have in this file will be accessible. I can go to the plaintiff's complaint if I wanted to, and there is a copy of the plaintiff's complaint. The actual copy is right here of that file, but I can see the printout of the plaintiff's complaint right here on my notepad. I could also access that same file here on my cell phone. So I'm going to show you. Plaintiff's complaint. And the same file is available right here on my cell phone as well. So if you've enjoyed these tips, I ask that you please subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me on Instagram at Professor Blackmore. And if you would like to purchase a copy of my OneNote e-trial notebook, here is my OneNote e-trial notebook. As you can see here, inside of the notebook, you will have access to all of the Buckland's building trial notebooks, resources, or here is my motion hearing notebook. If you would like a copy of my motion hearing notebook, where I also have a sample index, or my deposition notebook, please visit me on my website at professorblackmore.com. Have a fantastic weekend.